Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Senate, at its sitting on Tuesday, 24th day of January 2023, read the request of Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the confirmation of the nomination of Dr. Solomon E. Arase, CFR, NPM, FDC, FCI, ARB, retired Inspector General of Police, from the South-South Geopolitical Zone for appointment as Chairman of the Police Service Commission, in accordance to Section 154, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and Section 2A and B of the Public Service Commission Establishment, Police Service Commission Establishment Act 2001. Mr. President is required to nominate distinguished Nigerians of proven integrity and ability as chairman and members of the Police Service Commission. The Senate thereafter referred Mr. President's request for the confirmation of the nomination of Dr. Solomon E. Arase to its Committee on Police Affairs for further legislative action. Mr. President, with your permission, I will skip the methodology, screening of the presidential nominee, educational qualification, and work experience and career, and go straight to the findings and observation of the committee. Our findings and observation, the committee deliberated extensively on the nominee's qualification, capacity, suitability, and competence for appointment as chairman of the Police Service Commission during the screening process, and made the following findings and observation as a result: that the nominee met the legal requirement outlined in Section 154, subsection 1, and Section 2A and B of the Police Service Commission Establishment Act 2001. Secondly, that the committee has determined, based on fact and existing laws, that the nominee presented by Mr. President for confirmation for appointment as chairman of the Police Service Commission has met the necessary legal requirement, and he is hereby affirmed to be a fit and proper person for appointment as chairman of the Police Service Commission. Recommendation by the committee, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. As a result, the committee was satisfied and impressed with how the nominee competently answered all the questions posed to him, as well as his qualification and relevant experience, and hereby recommended that the Senate confirm the nomination of Dr. Solomon E. Arase, CFR, as chairman of the Police Service Commission. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, on behalf of the committee, I thank you for attention and
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Matthew Urogide. I represent the good people of Edo South Central District in Edo State. Mr. President, first let me commend this committee for this very thorough job they have done during the screening process of this nominee. Secondly, Mr. President, on behalf of the very good people of Edo South Central District, in Edo State, and by extension the whole of the state, I want to thank Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for nominating Mr. Solomon Arase, or Dr. Solomon Arase, to be appointed as chairman of the Police Service Commission. Dr. Arase is my constituent, and I'm very proud to say that Dr. Arase is one very responsible Nigerian who has discharged his duties meritoriously before as Inspector General of Police. From the time he spent in Nigeria Police from about 1980 up to the time he was appointed in April 2015 as Inspector General of Police, Mr. Arase was one very distinguished and outstanding Nigerian, very serious-minded, and is a man that can be trusted on the job. No wonder Mr. President, who is a stickler for excellence, was able to fish him out amongst very eminent Nigerians to be so appointed. This is one occasion where I must say that the nomination of Mr. Arase is a round peg in a round hole. So, President, please, I want to convey our very best wishes from Edo South Central District and Edo State to this Senate that has equally followed the pathway of Mr. President in screening him and then finding him fit by way of recommendation of this committee. So, Mr. President, I want to thank you, and I want to urge you and my colleagues to expeditiously confirm Mr. Arase as chairman of the Police Service Commission.
The Senate in the Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Police Affairs on the screening of Mr. President's nominee for appointment as Chairman Police Service Commission and approved the nomination of Solomon Arase, retired IGP, as Chairman Police Service Commission. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Thank you. Confirmation. Will the Senate confirm the nomination of Solomon Arase, retired IGP, for appointment as Chairman Police Service Commission? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Solomon Arase, retired IGP, is hereby confirmed as Chairman Police Service Commission. Well, congratulations to him. And I think on a very, very serious note, the fact that almost everyone who spoke on this nomination has said in very glowing terms how professional, dutiful, patriotic the nominee was as an officer and as an IGP. We wish him the very best of tenure, and the Police Service Commission and the police force or police headquarters need to work together very, very closely, peacefully and cordially to ensure that we are properly policed in Nigeria. There were conflicts before. I think it was needless to have serious misunderstanding really between the two institutions, the Police Service Commission and of course the Nigeria Police Force. We wish all of them, both of them, the best in securing and policing Nigeria. Leader of the Senate.